Studying at a distance. Your experience of education is likely to have involved being taught in a class or lecture hall by a teacher or lecturer. Such an educational approach is called face-to-face teaching. There is something reassuring to a student when there is the physical presence of a tutor at the front of the room lecturing, as you can always ask questions or have points clarified. Being in a class with other learners also allows you to interact with your peers so that you can help each other in your studies. This model of teaching and learning has been around since the early days of the ancient Greek philosophers, Plato and Aristotle, who taught their students in this way. This form of learning is still popular among students to this day. There are some disadvantages, though, with learning through lectures, especially for non-traditional, that is, part-time learners. Face-to-face teaching and learning, to be cost-effective, requires a large group of students to be gathered together at the same time and in the same place. As sessions are taught by one person, the whole group must learn at the pace of that person, and therefore lectures cannot always allow for people to work at a different pace. So if a lecturer is going too fast or slowly for you, you have to put up with it. And if you ask for the pace to change, then other students with a pace of learning different from yours will be disadvantaged. Each lecture is a one-off experience, so if for any reason you missed a lecture, you cannot recreate it. Although traditional lectures represent the predominant form of teaching at university, distance learning should not be seen as a poor relation. In fact, one of the most successful universities in the country, the Open University, thrives on this approach. The module Understanding Professional Development lends itself well to distance learning. This is because it is a work-based learning module, and therefore requires you to draw out learning from the work you currently do or work you have recently done. Work-based learning is a highly individualized activity and unique to you. Therefore, group lectures would be of little benefit to a class full of people with highly diverse work experiences. Work on this module needs to be woven around your work and social commitments. Essentially, when you have time to study and put together your assessment portfolio. Your pattern of study will also be unique to you, and gathering everyone together at the same time and same place would be inappropriate. Although a major part of this module requires you to produce a portfolio, there is some background study you need to perform, and this can be done at your own pace, so long as you meet the deadlines for this module, of course. There are some generic learning materials, and these will be supplied to you in a similar way to this presentation. Because they are online and electronic, you can make your way through the presentations at your own pace. Distance learning also helps people become autonomous learners and not solely dependent upon someone telling them what to do or what to learn. As someone who is in or recently in work, your level of autonomy is likely to be high, and therefore this type of learning is more likely to resonate with you than formal lectures. Support for distance learning will come through a number of channels. Through module tutor support. As module tutor, I will be guiding your journey through the module, and you can contact me through email, pre-arranged telephone calls, web conferencing, and if you're able to visit me at the university, through pre-arranged meetings. There will also be materials available on the website or e-learning presentations for you to download.